Don't be a sucker.
Today, we're going to cover 6 mortgage myths that you need to know before buying a house. Myth number 1, it's cheaper to rent than it is to buy.
Yes and no.
So we have a story for this. So when we bought our house about 3 years ago, at the exact same time, we know somebody that was renting.
Yeah.
So they rented as we bought, and they were renting an apartment, right? And so at that time, their rent was how much?
It was about $300 less than our mortgage.
About $300. So at that time, yeah, it was cheaper, but now the tables have turned.
Definitely have turned.
So now his rent for a 1-bedroom apartment is actually $100 more expensive than our 3-bedroom home.
And it's just going to get higher.
Yeah, it's only going to go up. So by buying, you are freezing your housing expenses and time.
Exactly.
Myth number 2, you should find the home first and then look into financing.
I definitely wouldn't recommend that.
So here's the reason why, is it can lead to a lot of trouble down the road and heartbreak, because if you go out and find a house that you absolutely love, and you're like, I gotta have this house, and then you look into financing, what can happen?
It's just unrealistic expectations, and then your heart is broken because you don't get the house that you really wanted.
Right, because you don't know if you actually qualify.
Exactly.
So the best way to make sure that you're happy with the whole experience is to get qualified first, know how much home that you qualify for, and so then when you're looking, you can look into the range that fits your budget, and not only just qualify, but actually a payment that you feel comfortable with.
Exactly. A lot of people think that, I want this house, I have to have this house. And then when we break down the payment for it, they're like, whoa, pump the brakes. I do not want to spend that much.
Exactly.
So that's why it's important.
So get pre-qualified first and then go out shopping for a home.
Exactly.
Mortgage myth number 3, a pre-qualification is the same thing as a pre-approval.
It is not the same thing at all. With a pre-qual, you're not getting your credit pulled. We don't have access to your liabilities. We don't know what your current debts are, which is what makes...
Right, so it's pretty much just stated. You call in, and a lot of internet companies will do this. You say, okay, I make this much. This is my phone. I make this much. Here's what my debts are. And here's what my credit score is. And they say, okay, great. You're pre-approved for $1 million.
And it's just not, you don't actually know.
Don't know.
Most people don't know what their credit score is because Credit Karma, all of those, they're not accurate when it comes to mortgages. They're just not.
Right. So to do it right, a pre-approval is when we look at your credit, you supply income documentation, we look at everything, the whole picture, and make sure that you're actually approved for what you're looking for.
Yes.
Mortgage myth number 4, you have to put 20% down.
You definitely don't need to put 20% down. The only time that you have to do that is if it's not even have to, if you don't want mortgage insurance. But other than that, you can get a loan with as little as 3% down.
As little as 3% down, 3% conventional, 5% conventional, 3.5% FHA, and then you have VA loans and USDA loans that you don't have to put anything down. So there's a lot of ways that you can do this, and you do not have to have 20%. So if you have any questions about that, reach out. Mortgage myth number 5, you need perfect credit to buy.
Not at all. What is perfect credit anyways, right?
Right. Everybody thinks perfect credit is probably 800, which, yeah, it is. And they think that you need at least 700 to buy, but you don't.
Not at all. You can get down for technically as little as 500.
Right. Little as 500, but the magic starts to happen and programs start to open up at 620. So if you're not quite there, there are systems that we use to help people boost their credit so that they're not wasting money. But don't think that you can't buy if you don't have perfect credit, or maybe you don't know what your credit is.
Exactly. We can run that for you and let you even know how best to maximize that, what you can pay off to what percentage that will give you the best score the fastest.
So don't let that hold you back. Mortgage myth number 6, you can't sell a home and buy a home exactly at the same time.
You can.
So what this is called is a simultaneous close. And in this case, you have to have coordination with your realtor, your lender, and your title company. And by doing this, you can go under contract with your home and then have a contingent offer on another home. It sounds complicated, but all it means is it shows your new seller, where you're gonna be buying, that your house is under contract. And once that happens, we can coordinate the close to happen on the same day, which means the funds from the sale of your house gets transferred right away to title and can be the down payment for your new house.
Exactly, and as long as you have a good loan officer, there should be no problems.
And this just keeps the headaches out so that you don't have to worry about, am I going to be homeless? Where am I going to live? You just go from one house to the other. So don't let that hold you back from selling a house and buying a house and using those funds to make it happen. So if you have any other questions about mortgages, or if you qualify, or anything that pertains to houses or financing, give this lady a call. Or message her on Facebook. Or Instagram?
Yeah.
Twitter?
No, I don't tweet.
No tweet.
I don't know how to tweet. I tried. I failed.
I guess if you really want to, you'll find us somewhere.
Yeah.
See ya. Do we want these in our hands the whole time? I guess so.
Okay. There's a scorpion in it.
Walking out.
They're just going to.
It's crazy how many people are walking in the heat of summer in Arizona when there's nothing here.
I have a hair like across my eye. In my face. Can you get it out?
I took a bunch of it.
I mean not eyelashes, I meant a hair.
Alright, you ready?
Yes.
And this guy just parked right here, right when we were taking this.